You can have strong arms, big shoulders, even a solid back, but a full, balanced chest is what truly levels up your physique. It's the muscle that makes you look powerful in a t-shirt and instantly shows you train with purpose. A great chest isn't luck. It comes from consistency, smart technique, and knowing exactly what to grow. If your chest still won't pop, don't click off. I'm about to show the exact weekly plan that finally makes it grow. Most lifters grind for years with the same routine, same angles, same goal of just lift heavier and still get uneven results. Effort isn't the problem, it's understanding. Stick with me and you'll learn the 6 moves that build a complete, symmetrical, powerful chest using science, not guesswork. Your chest, the pectoralis major, isn't one flat muscle that magically grows from one press. It has regions with fibers that respond best to different angles. The upper portion near your collarbones gives that lifted armor plate look. The thick middle creates most of your mass and width, and the lower portion carves the bottom line for a sculpted finish. That's why we're not doing random exercises today. Every move hits every area with intention, so everything grows together instead of looking uneven. Let's start by lighting up the upper chest, and we're going to do it in a way that's effective and honestly a little humbling if you've been doing it wrong. Kick off with the decline push-up. Yeah, a push-up, but not the easy, rushed half-rep kind. When your feet are elevated and you press your body away from the floor on that downward angle, the emphasis shifts toward the upper chest fibers. Place your feet on a bench or box, set your hands slightly wider than shoulder width, lock your body into a straight line, brace your core, and lower under control until your chest nearly touches the floor. Then drive back up with power while keeping tension where you want it, in the chest, not in shrugged up shoulders. If you need to scale it, lower the elevation, slow down the lowering portion, or modify so you can keep clean form. If it's too easy, you already know what to do. Add a weighted vest, place a plate on your upper back, or extend the eccentric so your chest stays under tension longer. The biggest things that ruin this are hips sagging, shoulders creeping toward your ears, and turning it into a wiggly body contest. Keep it tight. Hit about 3 hard sets in the 10 to 15 rep range and treat the last few reps like they're paying rent. After you've pre-fatigued that upper chest, now you go into the incline bench press and make it count. This is one of the best builders of that upper chest shelf, and it works because the angle lines up with those clavicular fibers. You can do it with a barbell if you want to push heavier loads and track strength progression cleanly. Dumbbells are amazing if you want a bigger range of motion and you want to iron out left to right imbalances. A machine is also totally valid, especially if you're a beginner or you want stability so you can focus on squeezing the chest instead of balancing the weight. Set the bench around 30 to 45 degrees, go too steep and your shoulders start stealing the work. Pull your shoulder blades back and down so your chest stays proud and stable. Lower with control until you get a good stretch and your arms are about parallel with the floor. Then drive back up with power while keeping tension where you want it, in the chest, not in shoulders rolling up. Keep it smooth, keep it controlled, keep tension on the chest. Aim for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, resting long enough to repeat quality, usually 1 to 3 minutes, depending on how hard you're pushing. Now we shift into the middle chest, because this is where most of your thickness and width comes from. That dense, powerful look that makes your whole front torso appear bigger. Start with the flat bench press here. It's the king of chest strength and size for a reason. It's a compound movement that lets you recruit a ton of muscle fibers and progressively overload in a reliable way. Set your feet firmly, squeeze the bench with your upper back, retract your shoulder blades, and grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width. Lower the bar to a consistent touch point around mid-chest, roughly nipple line for most people, then press up hard while staying tight. You're not trying to turn your spine into a yoga pose, so avoid that exaggerated lower back arch that turns it into a different lift. Also, don't bounce the bar off your chest, and don't go so narrow or so wide that your shoulders hate you the next morning. For building size, 3 to 4 sets in the 8 to 12 rep range works beautifully. And if strength is part of your goal, living in that 6 to 10 rep window can be a great choice too. Rest around 1.5 to 3 minutes so each set is actually productive.
And if you like variety, rotating between barbell, dumbbell, and machine pressing over time can keep the stimulus fresh while still respecting the same movement pattern. Once you've done your heavy pressing, you need something that presses can't fully duplicate, a deep stretch and a pure chest-driven squeeze. That's where the dumbbell fly comes in. This is not a throw heavy weight around exercise. It's a tension and control exercise. And when you do it right, your chest feels like it's doing the entire job. Lie back on a flat bench with a dumbbell in each hand. Start with the weights above your chest. Keep a slight bend in the elbows and lock that elbow angle in place. Then open your arms in a wide arc like you're hugging a big tree. Lower until you feel a strong stretch across the chest, and bring the dumbbells back together by squeezing your chest, not by turning it into a shoulder swing or an arm curl. Keep the tempo smooth, avoid locking out aggressively, and resist the urge to let the weights drift too far behind your shoulders if your mobility can't support it. Moderate weights, full control, clean reps. You can also do this with cables or a pec deck if you want more consistent tension through the whole range, but the key remains the same: stretch, control, squeeze. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps works perfectly here, and the cleaner your reps are, the more your chest will actually respond. Now for the finishing touch, the lower chest. When this area is developed, your chest doesn't just look big, it looks shaped. It adds depth, it sharpens the bottom contour, and it helps create that clear separation between chest and upper abs. Start this portion with the dumbbell pullover. Old school move, underrated when done with intention, and it gives you a unique combination of stretch and contraction that hits the lower chest and also brings in the serratus muscles along the sides of the rib cage. Set up across a bench so your upper back is supported, keep your hips slightly lower than the bench, and hold the dumbbell with both hands in a secure grip on the top plate. With elbows slightly bent, lower the weight back and behind your head in a wide arc until you feel a deep stretch, not pain, a stretch. Then pull it back up using your chest and lats working together, keeping everything controlled. No swinging, no turning it into a sloppy momentum rep. Breathe with it. Inhale as the weight lowers, exhale as you bring it back up and squeeze. This is one of those exercises where rushing kills the benefit, so slow down and feel it. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps is the sweet spot.
Then you finish with a high pulley crossover, because few movements carve out the lower chest and create that end of workout pump like cables do. Cables are special here because the tension doesn't disappear the way it can with free weights. You're loaded through the whole arc, which is perfect for shaping and detailing. Stand between 2 high pulleys, take a staggered stance for balance, keep a slight bend in your elbows, and pull the handles down and across your body in a smooth arc until your hands meet around waist level. At the bottom, pause and squeeze your chest like you're trying to crush something between your pecs. Then return slowly and let the chest stretch without letting your shoulders take over. Common mistakes are leaning too far forward, using body swing to move the weight, and cutting the rep short so you never fully contract. Keep it controlled, keep it continuous, and keep the tension on the chest. 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps here is money, especially as a finisher to maximize pump and definition. Now you've got the full toolbox, 6 exercises that cover your chest completely. But results don't just come from what you do, they come from how you organize it. Trying to cram all 6 into one session usually turns into junk volume, sloppy form, and recovery problems. A smarter move is splitting chest into 2 sessions per week so you can train hard, recover fully, and actually grow. On your first day, run it as an upper and middle chest emphasis, then tack on triceps work after. You'll open with the decline push-up for 3 sets of 10 to 15, then move into the incline bench press for 3 sets of 8 to 12. After that, go into your flat bench press for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12, or 6 to 10 if strength is a big focus, and then finish your chest work with dumbbell flies for 3 sets of 10 to 15, keeping every rep slow and clean. Then hit 2 triceps movements for about 4 sets each, and you're done. On your second day, later in the week, make it lower chest plus finishing work.
Start with dumbbell pullovers for 3 sets of 10 to 12, then go into high pulley crossovers for 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 15, chasing that squeeze and constant tension. If you want, you can add a little optional triceps or abs work here, but keep the focus on quality, not turning it into a marathon. Give yourself at least 72 hours between these sessions, because growth happens when you recover, not when you just repeat workouts back to back. Keep progressive overload as your secret weapon. Add a rep, add a little weight, slow the tempo, clean up the form, increase control. Something should improve every few weeks. And remember, the easiest way to waste a perfect program is to rush reps, skip full range of motion, or let ego decide the load. Technique is what makes these exercises hit the chest instead of turning into shoulders and triceps day. Give yourself at least 72 hours between sessions to recover fully, and keep progressive overload as your secret weapon. Add a rep, increase weight, slow the tempo, or clean up your form so something improves every few weeks. Finally, don't ignore the boring stuff that actually decides your results: nutrition and sleep. If you aren't eating enough protein, if you're underfueling, and if you're sleeping poorly, your chest can't grow no matter how perfect the workout is. Training is the signal. Recovery and food are the building phase. Thanks for watching. If this helped, comment which exercise you're adding to your next chest day, and tell me which part of your chest you're trying to bring up the most. Share this with a friend who's been benching forever but still can't fill out a shirt. And don't forget to subscribe. Keep training smart, not just hard, because a great chest isn't built in a weekend. It's built with knowledge, precision, and consistency.